Mariah Ramharak, and it's my pleasure to be here at the National Indoor Sports Center bringing to you the final match, the most mouth-watering match of the America's Netball World Cup qualifiers. Jamaica will be up against Trinidad and Tobago. Both teams have already booked their spot to the World Cup in Cape Town, South Africa next year. The vibes in the National Indoor Center is top class. We have a lot of Jamaica fans coming into the National Indoor Sports Center. It's tipped to be one of the matches of a lifetime. And of course, speaking to the players, they are treating it as if it's a World Cup match. Let me head across now to Ricardo Chambers, where he'll give us a recap of what took place earlier today.
Yes, St. Vincent and the Grenadines taking on Grenada. Both teams coming into this contest knowing they had a very slim chance of making it to the World Cup, and so they were both eager to try and finish with a victory. At the end of the first quarter, it was really close, deadlocked, 16 apiece, but then St. Vincent and the Grenadines produced a stellar second quarter, which they won 21-13 to open up a 37-29 halftime lead. They led 49-41 at the end of the third quarter. Another tight quarter, 12-all, before St. Vincent and the Grenadines pulled away to win this contest 69-50, winning that final quarter 20-9. There you go, 69-50. Confirmation of the score. Cayman Islands losing to St. Lucia, a low scoring affair, 34-37. The St. Lucians coming out on top. Trinidad and Tobago taking on Jamaica. That's our live match coming up. And Barbados, they just need to win against Antigua and Barbuda. In fact, they just need to avoid defeat by 35 goals for them to make it to the World Cup, to confirm their World Cup spot. Trinidad and Tobago already qualified. You see the big Q, 7 from 7. Barbados awaiting confirmation of their big Q as well. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have done all they can. The rest don't have a shot. Grenada finishing in 4th position with those 4 wins. USA 3 wins, St. Lucia 2 wins, Cayman Islands 1, Antigua and Barbuda no wins, and they have a match coming up against Barbados. The match that we will be showing live, Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypso Girls versus Jamaica, the Sunshine Girls. Mariah Ramharak caught up with both coaches.
It's the matchup that we've all been waiting for, Trinidad and Tobago up against Jamaica. I have the 2 ladies at the helm with me. Connie Francis, she needs no introduction, and Kemba Duncan as well, no introduction needed. Kemba, what would it mean to Trinidad and Tobago to come to Jamaica, in Jamaica, among all these Jamaican fans and dominate?
I think it will be an awesome opportunity. The girls are actually looking forward to putting out a good show this afternoon. They actually treat this as the start of the World Cup campaign, so they're actually confident and willing to come out and put out their best to really give Jamaica a run this afternoon.
Yesterday you had a bit of break. You know, do you think that the rest would help today?
Yeah, I think the rest was needed. It was well utilized, so they're actually refreshed and ready to go.
Well, we heard from Coach. The Trinis are refreshed and ready to go. Coach Connie Francis, talk to me about your ladies.
A young squad just eager to prove to themselves that they are up for the grabs and to go out there and to give up their best. I'm banking on them to continue to work well. They have been playing really good netball at least 90% of the time. At times there's youthful exuberance, but that's okay. And we will work. It's really work in progress. I'm expecting us to go out there and to work hard.
Yeah, we heard from Kemba. Kemba said that they're treating this now as if it's the World Cup. Is that the same mindset?
For us, it's to blood in some of our new players. You know, the good thing is that we have nothing to lose, and that is the great thing. It's really for the young players to continue to knock on making that final cut for the World Cup. I'm banking on them. They have been playing extremely well. They have been growing in confidence, and I just can't wait to see them in the future. I know that they'll be so fantastic.
Well, I want to thank both of you so much. What I will say is I am so excited for this match. I can't even wait. A Trini living in Jamaica, this is goals.
Tobago have already qualified for the Netball World Cup in Cape Town, South Africa in 2023, and now they meet in one of the final matches of the Americas qualifiers here at the National Indoor Sports Center in Kingston, Jamaica. It is the biggest match of the tournament. Two teams who have gone 7 from 7 coming into this. It is an electric atmosphere inside the National Indoor Sports Center. Here's the starting 7 for Trinidad and Tobago. Afisha Noel at goal shoot, Joalisa Cooper at goal attack, Chantel Simon Gunn at wing attack, Oprah Douglas at center, Janisha Casimir at wing defense, Jerisia McCracken at goal defense, and Shaquanda Green Noel at goalkeep. For the Sunshine Girls, Shaniel Fowler will start at goal shoot with Giselle Addison at goal attack. Abigail Sutherland gets the start at wing attack with Quania Walker at centre. Crystal Plummer at wing defence. Kimon Shaw at goalkeep and Mishka Creary at Shaw at goal defence and Mishka Creary at goalkeep. Yeah, they're in a good mood. They've been in a good mood all week. The Calypso Girls securing their World Cup berth. The Sunshine Girls with a young team led by Janelle Fowler. That right knee taped. We'll see how she moves. Hopefully she is 100% okay coming into this. Welcome to our coverage. My name is Ricardo Chambers, alongside 2003 World Cup bronze medalist Oprah Peterson Natty. And Oprah, is this the biggest crowd we've seen for the week?
I think so. I think so, and there's more people pouring into the National Indoor Sports Center, but they're going to be a treat here, because one thing you know with Trinidad and Tobago, they will not back down. They're going to compete to the last whistle, so expect a competitive, physical kind of encounter. Jamaica, I still believe, will take this match away.
Yeah, terrific atmosphere last night as Jamaica beat Barbados, and it was a handsome victory as well. The Sunshine Girls coming away 75-37 winners, and the atmosphere turned up to this afternoon as well as they get ready to take on Trinidad and Tobago in what many feel is an even bigger clash. Both teams winning 7 from 7 coming into this as they get ready to introduce the Jamaicans. There's a lady out with her pot cover just below our commentary position as the Jamaica team is being introduced. The Jamaicans ranked number 3 in the world, the undisputed number 1 team in the Americas region, and they have been outstanding this tournament despite the fact that they are utilizing a young team. They beat St. Vincent and the Grenadines 74-35, USA 70-16, Cayman Islands 81-27, Antigua and Barbuda 80-23, Grenada 74-48, St. Lucia 85-30, and Barbados 75-37. They have scored 70 or more in each of their 7 matches. The Trinidad and Tobago team now being introduced, ranked number 11 in the world, number 2 in the Americas. They too have won all their matches coming into this. Leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, making his way inside the venue. Trinidad and Tobago started with a 55-24 victory over Antigua and Barbuda. Beat St. Lucia 63-25. Had a close one, 49-42 over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Got the better of Grenada 66-42. Trounced the Cayman Islands 60-21. Oh, the USA challenged them, but they got through 43-27, and then they beat Barbados 50-40. In any sport across the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago versus Jamaica is always highly anticipated.
Yes, for sure, and we're into it. We're in for a treat.
Trinidad and Tobago with the centre pass. Game promptly away. 5:15 Jamaica time, 6:15 in the rest of the Caribbean. Afisha Noel misses her first shot but gets the rebound and converts the rebound.
And that's a rare miss for Afisha, but I'm sure she knows where that ball goes and definitely will look to get her rebound.
Shaquanda Green Noel, after their victory over Barbados on Thursday, said it that they know that this is not a frontline Jamaica team and they feel they have what it takes to challenge. And it's a good start for the Trinbagonians as the Jamaicans turn the ball over. And Trinidad and Tobago can go 2 up early. But the Jamaicans get it back. Through Quania Walker at centre. Now they head forward. Love the love inside to Fowler. And the crowd will go wild every time the Jamaicans score.
And we have seen the dashpot and we hear the dashpot cover.
The Jamaicans have been very good on the attacking end this tournament, but defensively not so impressive. Or not as impressive.
I agree with you. They've allowed a lot of goals. They have given up a lot of penalty. So they have to look to ensure that doesn't happen and basically to contain those shooters.
Obstruction, goal defense.
Problem for Trinidad and Tobago is that they will have to try and contain the outstanding Janelle Fowler at goal shoot for the Jamaicans.
Oh yes, their captain Shaquanda, she has her hands full and I'm sure she's looking for assistance from Jerisha to assist with trying to get something off Fowler.
Oprah Douglas in that centre position for Trinidad and Tobago, gets it into Noel and the tip away, and the Jamaicans thought they had possession for a second through Crystal Plummer, but it's Trinidad's ball. Seamongal, Cooper into Noel, and Noel puts that one away for a Trinidad and Tobago 3-2 advantage. Walker goes directly for Fowler.
Yes, right there. Goal defense, step forward. Yes.
Has some taping on her right knee, Janelle Fowler, but planting strongly that last time, so hopefully just precautionary.
Great contest there by Quania Walker. She doesn't leave anything. She goes for everything.
Yeah, Fowler wanted the ball to come into the circle one time. Now it does come. And she can convert. And the Jamaicans go in front for the first time. Oh, beautiful shot. Giselle Allison has been brilliant since last night. Well, for the entire tournament, to be honest.
She has been shooting those long shots, those long bombers, and it has been, she's been converting, so she can only keep doing it and make adjustment when it doesn't happen.
Yeah, she wasn't missing last night, and she starts really well tonight. The Jamaicans open up a 2-goal advantage. 11:10 to go in the first quarter. Still early days in this one. Fowler from distance, saw her practicing those shots in warm-up, and she sinks the first one to the delight of the crowd. Good work by Allison to keep that ball in play. The Jamaicans trying to get out of each other's way. Fowler comes outside the circle to collect. Now Allison. Oh yes. Giselle Allison.
And this just get the crowd riled up each time she take a long shot.
2 from 2 and both from distance. And the Jamaicans race out to a 7-3 advantage. No shouts of defense. It's been a while we haven't seen this sort of atmosphere inside the NISC. Afisha Noel about to get one back for Trinidad and Tobago. Oh no, the play has been called back.
I'm not sure what that call was, because it certainly did put Trinidad at a disadvantage. But Joalisha, who has been excellent, who was excellent yesterday in the Barbados Trinidad encounter.
Yeah, we have spoken about those type of calls for the entire tournament. Hopeful ball, and Shaquanda Green Noel will have breakfast, lunch and dinner with those.
And that's what you look for as a keeper. You know, we all know the strength of Janelle Fowler and what she can do, but when Shaquanda gets one of her, it definitely should, you know, get her team going.
Afisha Noel with a few nerves out there. That's a second miss, uncharacteristic miss as well from the Trinidad and Tobago goal shooter, because she has been reliable this week, but already a couple of misses early that we're not quite accustomed to seeing from her. Possession Jamaica with the wing attack, Abigail Sutherland.
Changes been made on the Trinidadian team already.
Yeah, they have made a change at goal defense with Jaricia McCracken coming out.
Goal defense. Goal defense, yes.
Doesn't matter, Fowler still converts. Buzz around the NISC. Noel. Oh.
Now she's looking scared to shoot it, because that's her spot.
Yeah, she's lost a little bit of confidence. Now she goes for the layup and the converts. Probably a little bit more confident with the layup.
Yes.
8-5 the Jamaicans lead. Plummer into Allison. Allison finds Fowler. Giselle Allison has to become more accustomed with playing with Janelle Fowler, because that's a pass that should have been made a lot earlier than she did make it.
And we saw the prior possession where Janelle was open and she decided to go across the court. And, you know, it was just for the penalty why Jamaica had that ball.
Here's another ball into Fowler. Even with the slight delay, she gets it and converts, and the Jamaicans double what Trinidad and Tobago have been able to put on the board so far. 10-5 in the opening quarter, 7:32 to go.
Yes.
Jamaica has scored 70 or more in every match this tournament. Can they do that against the Trinbagonians? Joalisa Cooper gets a beautiful ball.
Yes, that was a great pass there from that center, finding Cooper on the baseline, and she just convert that one easy.
Yeah, Oprah Douglas taken out at center. Faith Hagley has replaced her. McCarthy has come in at goal defense. That's Jamila McCarthy. So a couple of changes made by the Trinbagonians as Afisha Noel puts this one away. And Trinidad and Tobago back within 3 of the Sunshine Girls. Fowler converts again.
Fowler is just a masterclass.
When I watch Janelle Fowler, so she gets the ball, and you can probably help me here. It looks as if she fakes the shot initially, almost takes the defender out of play, and then she shoots.
Yes, she does, because sometimes when they jump within that 3 feet. So you know, there's always an opportunity for a penalty. So yes.
There she is, converting comfortably, Janelle Fowler.
And she's actually 10 for 10.
The Jamaicans leading 12-7.
And a beautiful roll there by Janelle Fowler.
Escaping her defender, Shaquanda Green-Nowell, made to look ordinary on that occasion.
Well, you know, when you play against good team, you have to be, you can't, sometimes you want to take risk, and sometimes you don't, but you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined, because when you're not disciplined, you're going to be exposed.
Yeah, once again, the Sunshine Girls strong on the attacking end of the court. Noel 6 from 8. Plummer, Allison looking for Fowler, does well to keep that down. Tipped out of play by Jamila McCarthy.
Contact. Wing defense where the center is.
Easy ball into Fowler. Easy conversion for Fowler.
Welcome to the real world.
Oh, Cooper, Alex.
She was a bit late.
Yeah, for a second I thought Allison had it. Not quite. Cooper showing her quality, feeding Noel very well.
Yes. She really has been doing that.
Janelle Fowler is so experienced. She takes up really good positions on the court, but they have to be able to find her. Well, what athleticism coming from Crystal Plummer.
She doesn't give up. She just goes. It's really good to see them contesting.
If she ever decides, if she struggles to make the Sunshine Girls first team, maybe she can think about the 400 hurdles in track and field.
Certainly.
Cooper. Oh, not caught by Noel. This is an inauspicious start to the match for Afisha Noel. Fowler. Scores another one for the Sunshine Girls, 15-10. The Jamaicans up by 5.
Yes.
McCarthy. Cooper. A lot of fanciness from Cooper, and it leaves Noel to try and shoot from far range, and it doesn't go. And with the afternoon she's been having, you almost didn't expect it to go. The pot cover is loud.
It is loud, but the game is loud.
She looks just as businesslike as the players out on court. Allison, Fowler. 17-10, the Jamaicans back up by 7. Fowler 15 from 15.
Nice timing there by Shaquanda.
Allison has been caught outside of the circle quite a lot, but I get the feeling that it's probably part of the game plan.
It could be, because if Fowler doesn't have to come up high to get it, and she gets it in that area, she's going to shoot it. But she still needs to have a presence in that circle, because there's no double on Fowler at this time.
Would it even work?
Well, it would slow down the passes going in. until Alistair gets in quickly.
Hagley with a quick pass to Cooper, and Cooper converts.
I think there has been a change.
Oh yes, not Cooper actually.
Yes, they brought in
didn't even realize that there was a change in the Trinidad and Tobago circle, and Janelle Fowler continues to shoot brilliantly,
netting her 17 goals from 17 attempts, 100% shooting. Another turnover by Trinidad team.
Trinidad. Jamaica three. Jamaica also wing defense. Step back. Good out. Yes, all night whistle.
Addison, Sutherland, Walker, Allison, Fowler. Jamaica looking for 20. They have 20. They have been excellent in first quarter performances, Jamaica.
They have been, but again, kudos to Trinidad. They have been scoring, and that's Janelle Fowler first miss. This makes it 19-20.
Yeah, she gets the rebound and converts it. Trinidad and Tobago sinking 11, which is not a bad quarter, but they have been unable to stop the Jamaicans from scoring, and the Jamaicans pouring in 21. Oh, what a ball to Fowler. Has it been called back? Yes, it has. And now time runs out, but the Jamaicans still dominant. Janelle Fowler just one miss in that quarter, and she got the rebound and converted it in any case. Electric atmosphere inside the NISC in Kingston, the biggest crowd of the week. And Jamaica looking to produce their best performance. They lead 21-11 at the end of the first quarter. Fabulous atmosphere inside the NISC in Kingston, Jamaica. The Sunshine Girls leading Trinidad and Tobago's Calypso Girls 21-11 at quarter time. Afisha Noel had a shaky start, a couple of misses in that first quarter. Janelle Fowler-Reid was brilliant for the Jamaicans, just one miss. Jamaica continuing their prolific scoring throughout this tournament. 21 goals in the opening quarter, another fabulous performance.
Certainly, and I mean, they're just keep feeding it to her, feeding it. She's making herself available, and she's just not missing.
Giselle Allison had a couple of shots from distance which really got the crowd going, but for the most part it was Janelle Fowler doing most of the shooting, as you would expect in a big match. Look at that lovely roll, escaping her defender Shaquanda Green Noel. Fowler with tape on her right knee, but doesn't seem to be affecting her performance at all.
Not at all.
No footwork calls in the first quarter. 7 contacts by Trinidad and Tobago, 6 called against the Jamaicans. Obstructions 3 against Trinidad and Tobago, 2 against Jamaica. Turnovers just 3 for Jamaica, 6 for Trinidad and Tobago. Interceptions 3 in the match, 2 of them for Trinidad and Tobago, 1 for Jamaica. No offside calls in the contest so far. Jamaica leading by 10. Second quarter coming up. Sunshine Girls. And
Contact goalkeeper, penalty pass. Goalkeeper.
Allison lobbing that one into Fowler, who puts away the easy shot. No need to try and shoot those from distance when Fowler is available at close range.
So Trinidad has brought back Joralisa Cooper.
Allison looking to find Fowler. Too much weight on the pass. So Abigail Sutherland now at center for the Jamaicans, with Quania Walker moving to wing attack. And for Trinidad and Tobago, Joralisa Cooper back on court at goal attack.
And a bit of a switch there between the captain Shaquanda Noel Green and Jerisha.
Fowler does well to collect that ball. Initially she was looking for the lob, it didn't come, and so she got in front of the defenders to make the catch. Allison arriving on time. Almost going in fortuitously, but now a deliberate shot from Fowler and converts another one.
So Trinidad has not been able to score, and they need to definitely look at that, you know, finding a way to get that ball in, even if it's to get an attempt, because they haven't gotten much since the second quarter, since the first quarter and the start of the second quarter.
Yeah, Noel putting that one away. Allison, that's a no-go that time. Never really looked comfortable on that shot.
Not at all.
Seamongal, Cooper, McCarthy, Cooper again, all the way across, and I think
Penalty pass.
Plummer got a touch.
Obstruction goal defense. Penalty pass. Inside. Yes.
Cooper for Noel. Trinidad with a conversion. 24-13. Hagley with a centre pass. Seamongal goes long, too long.
Yes, long and high. Long wasn't so bad, but because it was going up, it was a bit high, and it forced because of where the defender position, she really had to.
Fowler, assertive, and scores Jamaica's 25th goal of the contest. As we say, good afternoon and welcome to Kurt Dale, captain for Jamaica's male netball team, joining us for this broadcast as Fowler sings another one. And Dale, what an atmosphere inside the NISC this afternoon.
Thank you for having me, guys. Lovely atmosphere. The crowd is excited.
And the netball matching the excitement as well. The Jamaicans up by 13. Trinidad and Tobago trying to rally.
Boy, these young kids, they're going at it. They're contesting everything. Even at times, they probably have to leave. But as soon as they're being, taught what to go for, what not to go for, they'll be okay. But they have the tenacity and just to go for that.
Youth, you expect that level of tenacity and energy, match in, match out, and that's what we've gotten from the Sunshine Girls. A turnover here though, Cooper.
So that's like the second interception made by their captain, Shaquanda. So even though she's out of her favorite position, goalkeeper, she's actually doing well at the goal defense.
26-15. Jamaica ahead. Faith Hagley with the center pass for Trinidad and Tobago. Amanda Pinkney is going to be coming into the contest, and she's getting a massive cheer from the Jamaican fans. There is Lance Whitaker, SportsMax senior presenter, making his way inside the NISC. He's struggling to find a seat.
Been hounded by some beautiful ladies.
Yeah, wherever Lance goes, that tends to happen to him.
So far in this contest, the connection we saw over the past few days between Noel and Cooper, it's not been good so far. I think Noel, she's not her usual self under the post.
Pressure, that's what pressure does.
Yes. She's a bit experienced, and I think at this level, and a player of her caliber, she should be able. Another disruption there.
So Noelle, you see, she's still not so assertive, wondering if she should take it. She's handing it off to Joelisa.
Which wasn't necessarily a bad decision on that occasion, but a large part of it is because she is uncertain at this stage.
Yes. And that's what pressure does. You play and you get someone who marks it at shorter, and then you get someone as your height, then it changes the whole dynamic of the game and how you receive the ball.
Good movement into the circle from Trinidad and Tobago on that occasion, and they have another opportunity here to cut the deficit to 8.
Definitely, they're looking a little bit more comfortable now. They're winning back possession, so they just need to treasure each possession and try to take it to a goal.
Yeah, 8 the difference in this second quarter. Trinidad and Tobago have scored 7 goals. The Sunshine Girls have scored 5. So Trinidad and Tobago leading in this quarter. The Jamaicans trying to sort themselves out. That won't do it, but they will get possession of the ball. Pinkney. Misses the shot, but
one thing these young ones will learn as they go along is that whenever there's substitution made, the game has changed. So they have to adjust. So before you had an Allison who had a height, who had this, then you now have an Amanda who has a different style, different movement. It can't be the same pass.
I must say I'm loving the pace of C. Mungal in that wing attack position for the Calypso Girls.
She has owned that position all week and has had a lot of playing time, C. Mungal.
Again, the Calypso Girls, they are winning possessions. They're looking a little bit more comfortable, as I said earlier, so just let's see how this quarter progress. The game is far from over.
They're looking a lot more purposeful
they are playing it safe also. They are being patient. They are being patient. They're playing it safe. They want to get a shot in the circle, so they're taking their time.
Trinidad and Tobago bringing the changes as well. Oprah Douglas has returned to the court at center.
And that's the first miss there by Jorlisa Cooper. She has been outstanding throughout this game.
Janelle Fowler struggling to get the ball in this second quarter. Now she's asking Pinckney to get it in, and the ball is turned over.
Another gain from them, and that's how you mark a holding shooter. You hold the attackers high, you keep that pressure, and the turnovers will come.
We have spoken about this a lot this week, the indecisiveness at times in getting the ball into Fowler and how that could hurt this Jamaican team against better quality, and we're seeing a little bit of it in this second quarter.
Definitely, and McCarthy and Shaquanda Green, well, they are quality, two experienced players who have played over in England. Shredding the nigga there from Cooper. That's the connection they need to find more of.
I'm telling you, Jaleesa has risen to the occasion.
Obi was jumping out of her seat.
She has risen to the occasion the last few matches. The match against Barbados, oh my gosh, she's my player of the match.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what big players do. You rise to the occasion when the moment demands it. The Jamaicans bring on Teresa Beckford at goal defense.
And Giselle is back on at wing attack.
Goalkeeper, penalty pass.
Fowler is not playing, but she's playing.
She's definitely not playing around.
No.
Neither are the Trinidadians in this quarter. They actually still have the edge in this quarter. They have scored 10 goals now to Jamaica's 8.
I said it before and I'll say it again. One thing you'll find with the Trinidadians, they will compete. They're not going to just stay there and be rolled over on. They're going to compete.
They have forced the Jamaicans to do a few things that they haven't quite done this tournament. I'm not sure I've seen Giselle Allison in a wing attack at any point of this tournament.
She's actually at goal attack.
Oh yes, she is. She's replaced Pickney.
And that's Beckford with a trademark goal defense. I've said it all week. She's my pick for goal defense. Beautiful pace there from Tonya Walker to save that one, and the Jamaican crowd is loving it.
A bit out of control, but Jamaica managed to score.
I don't think the viewers heard anything you guys just said.
The Jamaicans are pulling away again on the back of a 2-goal run.
11 the difference. Just like that. The pressure back on Trinidad and Tobago. Noel misses. And the Jamaicans get the turnover. The pressure telling on Afisha Noel.
Definitely, and those layups, we would see them going in all week because she was under little or no pressure. No, in a big match, they're not playing off so easily.
When she's missing layups, then you know she has a problem.
But that one actually called for just a shot, just to get it in, because they got the turnover and they just should have gotten it in. Here we have Hollingsworth coming back into the ball game.
And she was right under the pole, OB, so that could have been a basic shot.
Yes.
To just ensure that they scored that turnover.
Yes, and that could propel them to go again and mark to get an interception.
Definitely.
Yeah, the Jamaicans have up the tempo now in this second quarter. They just scored their 13th goal of the quarter, and Trinidad and Tobago have scored 10 only a couple of minutes ago. Trinidad and Tobago was ahead in this quarter.
Cooper is off.
Yeah, Hollingsworth with the shot misses. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Jamaica leading 34-21. Ball into Fowler. Fowler converts. Such composure from the 33-year-old superstar.
But I have to say, I like the idea that Trinidad is competing. They're doing everything to see if they can get a win. They're actually working overtime on the outside to see if they can get a hand on that ball before it gets into Fowler. They know what the deal is when it gets to Fowler.
The Jamaicans have gone into overdrive here.
Often in netball, we talk about the 8th player, and the crowd tonight, they are exactly that. They are exactly that.
Obstruction goalkeeper. Yes, you hit the ball out of the hand. Step forward, goalkeeper. Yes. Contact goalkeeper, penalty pass.
Afisha has a definite height advantage there in that circle. She just needs to post up, be confident, be strong, and demand the ball a lot more. Go back to basic and try to convert.
Well, that's what happens when you play against quality team, you know. It changes your game altogether. Until you get used to it and you know what to do mentally and the different kind of adjustment you have to make, you're going to struggle for a while. But there are times on the court that she has, you know, make adjustment and has come through. So we look to see how much more she can do that.
The Calypso girls are missing their strike shooter, Sam Wallace, who plays for the Swifts in the Suncorp Super League. Unfortunately went down with an ACL in the first round last season. She should be back in time for the World Cup. I'm sure she will be watching this, wishing she was here. All the best in your recovery, Sam.
That's great contesting there by Jerisha.
37-23, Jamaica up by 14. Closing seconds of the opening of the second quarter. Fowler calls for it. Fowler gets it. Fowler converts it.
And that's Janiel Fowler for you. She was standing there with both defenders on her. Giselle Allison was closer to the passer, free as a bird, but the passer decided to go over to Janiel. The time was running out, and they were confident that she would pull that one in and score.
And that's her 16 from 16 attempt for Janiel for this quarter.
The Sunshine Girls in front of a partisan crowd, very much in charge of this final match of the America's Netball World Cup qualifiers. Both Jamaica and Trinidad already through to netball's showpiece event next summer, but it's the Jamaicans dominating the show, 38-23 at halftime. Jamaica leading Trinidad and Tobago 38-23 at halftime. The Jamaicans, as they have done for most of this tournament, coming onto the blocks quickly. Janelle Fowler taped right knee, but not affecting her in this contest so far. Shooting brilliantly, missed just one shot in the first quarter as the Jamaicans led 21-11. In the second quarter, Trinidad and Tobago threatened to take that quarter, but the Jamaicans turned it around in the last 5 minutes, taking it 17-12 and opening up a 15-goal advantage, 38-23.
Janelle has been spectacular all evening, shooting hole of 97%, 35 from 36. She has got limited assistance from Giselle Alistair, shooting 2 from 2, and Amanda 1 from 1. But again, I'm really happy to see that Trinidad is really contesting and trying to come up with it. I thought they did a better job in that second quarter, but they just lost a bit of a concentration coming towards the end.
Definitely, it's a good match, and I don't think the score is actually reflecting the competitiveness of the game. Trinidad Calypso girls, they have actually managed to force the Jamaicans into a number of errors, and they have had clean gains as well, but they're just unable to convert at the moment. But they will be proud of this half. The Jamaicans, however, clean and slick as ever.
Real party atmosphere inside the NISC. Let's have a look at the statistics. Footwork calls, one of them in the match that was against Jamaica. Contacts 13 for Trinidad and Tobago, 14 called against Jamaica. Obstructions 3 against TNT, 2 against Jamaica. Turnovers 11 for Trinidad and Tobago, 7 for Jamaica. Interceptions 2 apiece, and no offside calls in the contest so far. Yeah, it's half time. The Calypso girls fighting the Sunshine girls, but in Kingston, in front of that crowd, the Jamaicans in charge. What an atmosphere inside the National Indoor Sports Centre here in Kingston. Undoubtedly the biggest crowd of the week, the most exciting atmosphere. Marvin Bernard, former president of America's Netball, filling the ears of the Minister of Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Babs-Grange, who is also the patron of this event. And in the mix as well, former INF President Molly Rowan and members of the Excelsior High School netball team enjoying themselves. The kids, many of them have come out on this final day to be part of this wonderful party. Oh yes, let the games begin.
Now that will go viral.
We have a winner. There's no place like Kingston. The Sunshine Girls know they have to remain focused, because if they let up, the Calypso Girls will take advantage. Shaquanda Green Noel telling her girls, we can still do this. Let's not give up. It's not in the DNA of the Trin Begonians to do that anyhow.
They're not giving up. They're going to fight till the end.
Beautiful intercept there from Query to start the game. The Jamaica has continued where they left off. The intensity has been great.
I have to say Mishka Query has made a lot of improvement since her first outing when they played their first match, and she has improved all the way through, and this is a result of her hard work.
Remember, the Sunshine Girls have scored at least 70 in every single match this tournament. I would say they're on course.
Definitely they're on course. They've brought in Hunter at wing defense, but there is Query again. Her ability to read those intercepts outside of the circle is incredible at the moment.
Fowler with another great shot.
And Trinidad has not gotten an attempt at goal.
Fowler gets the rebound. Fowler converts.
So effortless from Fowler. She makes it look so easy.
I know.
39 from 44, Janelle Fowler. Jamaica 42-23 up, and they have scored 4 unanswered goals so far in this third quarter. Cooper.
Almost get a hell ball.
Trinidad and Tobago with their first goal. 5 from 6, and the pot cover ladies moving closer to the action.
Again, that was a well-placed ball. McCarthy thought she had that one, but Fowler again so strong.
The height, the body, the strength of a Fowler. Make no mistake.
I'm a little bit distracted by the pot cover lady, by the way. Can't see her at the moment. Trinidad and Tobago.
She's somewhere.
Scores another one. 25-43. Allison arrives. Allison shoots. Allison scores.
Room for rent by the Jamaicans. Fowler out and finding Allison under the pole. Beautiful change up by the Jamaicans.
No one able to track the run of Addison.
So Trinidad just need to take it one notch down, get better look in the circle, and try to convert. That's what they really need to do. It doesn't work when they stay up with the pace of the Jamaican team.
Fowler.
Step outside, goalkeeper.
45-25. The Jamaicans up by 20 now.
Beautiful pass from Allison just now into Fowler. Fowler is about to save the day.
Knew she would have liked to have been called for replay.
Definitely.
Yes. She was calling the swing attack, but she couldn't go in the circle.
I think she was actually calling Allison, but Allison wasn't aware of what was happening.
That's another thing that makes Fowler so good. She reads the game so well. She knows what's going on out there.
Assertive. It's called being assertive, and you know it's something that you have to work on to see what's happening coming from one end of the court to the other.
It just tells you as well about her knowledge of the sport
and the level where she's at.
It all comes through experience. Green Noel is back on in the goal defense position for the Calypso girls.
And also knowing the rules, knowing the rules to that level where, you hear the whistle blow and you already know what the call is. So that puts you at an advantage. Definitely. That play just right there from the Calypso girls. That's what we need to see more of. Noel is such a target. She's so strong, but she keeps running out of the circle away from the post. She needs to stay inside that mini circle and post up.
I'd probably want to run away from Janelle Fowler as well.
From Query.
Just take their time. Just take their time and move that ball. Get open look.
There it is. That's the patience you were calling for.
Exactly.
Obi.
Afisha Noel converts, and Trinidad and Tobago up to 28, their 5th goal of the quarter. Jamaica at 46, they have scored 8 goals this quarter.
Yes.
Trinidad has the skill to do a lot of things, and they can get it done.
Miss from Allison.
And Green Noel with the rebound.
There's the patience.
That's what Noel needs to do.
Yes. The look is there. The look is always there, especially when you have one-on-one in the circle.
Exactly. She's going to win the one-on-one battle all day.
Very good game for Simon Gullett. Wing attack for Trinidad and Tobago as well.
That's what I'm not liking from Afisha. 2 balls under the pole easily for her earlier, and now she's running away.
She got out of position a little like, I see both of them trying to coordinate, Joelisa and Afisha, but some way the miscommunication, but they managed to find themselves under the pole.
They have scored 7 in this quarter, Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. Jamaica 8, so they are hanging close with the Jamaicans in this quarter, but Jamaica already with a big lead, so they need to do a lot more if they are to come back into this game, and that helps.
It definitely helps. That's a big ball into Noel again. That's her strength.
And it went in very quickly, so the look is there. They just have to find it.
But what we have seen so far from the Calypso girls, they start the quarters really well. So let's see if they can maintain this drought.
48-31, Jamaica up by 17. Trinidad and Tobago with C. Monka lobs it inside to Noel.
Gets in her way. She's now getting her way. She's much comfortable. That is Afisha. She's much comfortable in that circle there.
That position that every goal shooter wants to be in, close to the pole.
Ooh, unlucky for McCarthy. I thought she had that one. It was good footwork to come around.
Allison helps out on the scoring end, and Jamaica gets to 49. Trinidad quickly transitioning down court.
Wonderfully placed by Joelisha, and Afisha did a great job of opening up right under the post.
The Jamaicans saying whatever you can do, we can do it too, and Fowler shoots from further out. Jamaica gets the 50, lead by 17.
So Fowler has 10 from 10. Afisha looking to go for her 10 from 10.
Keeper, penalty pass. Obstruction, goal defense is out.
Joelisa Cooper gives her a little bit of help by converting that one, and Trinidad and Tobago cut the lead to 16, but it's Jamaica's centre pass. The Jamaicans looking a little bit more patient. The tempo of this game, the intensity of this game really high.
Keep going at it. There they go with a turn. Yes, good work. And let me tell you, that wing attack, C. Mongel, she's really the driving force. She almost looked like she replayed it.
One-on-one, Afisha is ready.
But C. Mongel is the huge difference. Her combination with Joelisha is like lethal.
She has so much pace. I wonder if she used to the track. Magnificent hands there from Sutherland.
Where the keeper is standing. Yes.
Now the kinesia tape has been added to the right knee of Janelle Fowler. Does suggest to me that there is at least a little concern, but she still seems to be moving really well. The Jamaicans escape and score.
And that's really the story of the night.
Yes.
The Calypso girls, they have to work so hard to get a turnover ball, but when they do, Teresa Beckford, incredible play there from the Jamaican, and the stands is on its feet.
We should be on our feet.
An acrobatic moment just now.
One more. Janelle Fowler brings the house down. Kingston alive. Fowler in full flow.
And this is Teresa Beckford. She's a youngster, fresh out of high school. This is her first year in university, and she's sending experienced Jaleesa Cooper to the bench. That's a big badge for her.
(54-35). Jamaica leading Trinidad and Tobago by 19.
Brilliant interception there by the captain.
Green Noel saying, if there's a party, I want to be part of it.
Mishka wanted a piece of the pie as well.
What a match. What a match. It's 54-36, but it's been absolutely thrilling.
Yes.
Electrifying.
Yes.
And that's what I said earlier. The score is really not reflecting the intensity and the vibe coming from this game. A lot of energy.
Trinidad has a lot to be proud of. Trinidad does have a lot to be proud of.
Afisha again, long way from home.
Yeah, didn't expect anything different from the Trinidad and Tobago team coming into this. You expected that they would fight and give everything they have and push the Jamaicans as much as they could. And that's exactly what they have done.
I mean, as a goal attack, you want to take your shots and be confident, but Afisha has been so dominant one-on-one. You're just coming on as a fresh goal attack. She's under the pole. The height difference between Beckford and Noel is huge. Offload that ball to her.
Was thinking the same thing. Why would you go for that shot in that moment? Not the smartest decision. And now the Jamaicans convert at the other end. 55-36. 19 the difference. 2 minutes 15 seconds to go in the penultimate quarter. Allison with the interception. The Jamaicans on their way again.
Rookie error there from Green Noel, standing still waiting on the ball. That was always going to happen.
I think she wasn't expecting it, but you have to expect it because everybody is under pressure down in the defensive area, so you have to expect that the ball can come to you anytime.
Allison gets that one to go.
Now she passes. Now she passes. Hollingsworth.
And that was better decision from her to pass. And Noel as a senior now in the circle, she needs to keep communicating with her and guiding her through.
Step forward on the whistle. Obstruction goal, defense advantage. Jamaica.
Jamaica center pass. Jamaica getting ready to make a change. Kelsey Jonas will be coming in place of Fowler. They haven't missed a beat this tournament, the Sunshine Girls, even when Fowler has come off. Let's see if that changes against this Trinidad and Tobago team.
Again, the Calypso girls, they continue to win back possession. One-on-one, Afisha, she should be a lot closer to the rim.
Nice ball movement, double play, right into the hands of Collins Hollingsworth.
Goal defense, both defenses out. Goalkeeper, step forward. Trinidad.
Good settler shot there for the goal attack. Ooh, heavy contact there from Beckford. Cleaned up by Query. She's been incredible this game.
Needed to be patient.
And those are the ones that they're turning over time and time again, Obi. They get an intercept, they take it down and score, and then when to convert the second possession, they're not making use of that one, and that's why they are unable to eat into the game.
The Jamaicans convert for the first time since the departure of Janelle Fowler. And they have seconds to try and get one more. Moving a little bit slow here. And the horn goes. But the Sunshine Girls well and truly in control against the Calypso Girls. And the fans absolutely delighted with what they have witnessed so far this afternoon. A match of high entertainment led at three-quarter time, 57-39, Jamaica over Trinidad and Tobago. Of Marcia Griffiths, it's electric. Boogie woogie. 39-57, Jamaica ahead of Trinidad and Tobago at three-quarter time. Well, Janelle Fowler played until the closing stages of the third quarter, and she continued to dominate in that third quarter. Trinidad and Tobago once again making a push early, but the Jamaicans finding a way to cancel them out and take charge of the quarter and put away once more. Joelisa Cooper has had her moments. Afisha Noel definitely hasn't had her best game, but the pressure of the occasion proving just a little bit too much for her. The Jamaicans much better on the defensive end, although Trinidad and Tobago did have their highest scoring quarter, some 16 goals scored in that last quarter to the 19 from the Sunshine Girls.
Yeah, definitely, and the Calypso girls, they'll be going back and looking at how they can be consistent. Netball is a game of repetition. You have to be able to do this basics over and over again. So that's what's letting them down at the moment. Let's see how they can improve on that in this last quarter.
The young Jamaicans, they're still in good spirits, the Trinbagonians, despite being 19 goals behind at the end of the third. The fans have loved every minute of this one. Amanda Pinkney has been on for only a few minutes. Connie Francis, well, she's smiling. Must be a really good joke.
You asked for it, Ricardo. Last time we were here, you were saying you haven't seen Connie smile in a match, but she's smiling tonight. But she has a lot of reason to.
Eagerly anticipating the start of the final quarter. Trinidad and Tobago still pumped. The Sunshine Girls want to close it in style. They're at 57. They've scored at least a 74 every match this tournament. Their highest total of the tournament, 85, that came in the victory over St. Lucia, 85-30. The Jamaicans have been 80 or better on 3 occasions, 81-27 over the Cayman Islands, 80-23 over Antigua and Barbuda, and 85-30 over St. Lucia.
They'll need 13 goals to get to the 70 mark tonight. With Janelle Fowler back on court, I don't think that will be an issue.
Trinidad and Tobago scored to start this quarter, so it's now 57-40. The lead is 17. Jamaica's possession. Allison finds Fowler. Fowler easily picks out Allison, and Allison misses. Fowler battles for the rebound, doesn't get it. Trinidad and Tobago's ball.
And that you won't see often. Fowler coming off second best in a contest, but it was good work from McCarthy. Good front position, boxing out on that rebound.
Yes, and going at it for the whole time.
Definitely.
Trinidad and Tobago trying to score the first 2 goals of this final quarter. They will want to make the score as respectable as possible, and they will want to try and at least win a quarter. The Jamaicans have lost just 1 quarter this entire tournament, and that was against Grenada in a 74-48 victory.
I'm sure the Jamaican bench, they'll be aware that the Calypso girls have started well for the first 5-10 minutes of each quarter, so they'll be looking to change that in this final quarter.
Fowler with the long-range shot just rims out.
Nice work by the defensive team using the chairlift to get the shot off. So they're working, they're still looking at ways to which they can dig deep into this lead and see if they can cut into it and, you know, get some looks at the post.
And it's important not just for this evening, but it's important for the development of this Trinidad and Tobago team going forward, because you want to figure out ways that you can improve and you can challenge similar players to a Janelle Fowler, high quality shooters.
Beautiful hands there from Hunter. She's been good since coming on.
Oh, what a take, what a split, and the finish easy.
And to add to what you were saying, Ricardo, there are also girls back home in Trinidad who did not make this tour. There are also some girls who are injured. So there are positions up for grabs. So these girls really need to work hard and put their hands up.
Competition within a team is always good, because you ensure that you always try to be on your A game, or else you know you could be on the outside looking in.
And speaking about competition, what we refer to here as the A Jamaican team, they should be worried as well, because these youngsters are really putting their hands up, and I'm sure they'll be fighting for spots in that.
They are definitely hungry for a spot, so they will not be lying down. They'll be like, hey, I can make this team.
Yeah.
It will be interested to see, what the final 12 comes down to.
I mean, you are right. There are a few positions that you would say a few of them could get in. But again, I also feel that for the most part, once there are no injuries or sudden retirements, then most of the squad, I would think.
I mean, with all respect to the current squad, I love them. I know them personally. They'll be definitely working hard to make it into that 12. And I mean, they're quality, but these youngsters will keep them on the edge.
As they should. That's what they're there for.
Another miss there by Fowler. The pressure of Trinidad is still on, and they are looking.
Remember, Commonwealth Games in 2018, the Jamaican team did really well there, but were unable to follow up at the World Cup, and so Connie Francis will be well aware that with increased pressure and with the likes of Australia and New Zealand who will continue to develop and improve, you can't become complacent heading into that World Cup because you had a great Commonwealth Games. It doesn't always follow that because you do well at Com Games, then you'll do well at the World Cup too.
No, that's not the case. And the Australian Diamonds and the New Zealanders, they are actually in a series at the moment. The series is tied right now, and the decider is actually tonight. So they are training hard and playing a lot of matches. So we will need to be ready.
And the one thing we know about New Zealand and Australia, when it comes to a World Cup year, they are going to be ready.
Yes.
And the Jamaicans, in a way, sprung a surprise at the Commonwealth Games, but you better expect that they will not be a surprise package come next year's World Cup.
Certainly not. A lot of practice matches are being played. In fact, Australia just completed the Constellation Cup against New Zealand.
The final match of that is actually tonight.
It's tonight, yes. Okay. And they're like 2-1.
Yes.
New Zealand has 2 wins and Australia 1, so they're looking to tie up the series or win.
Whoever wins tonight secures the title.
I think Jamaica can also take a lesson from just what happened at the Commonwealth Games. They beat Australia in the opening round, and only a few days later you could visibly see that the Australians had made the adjustments that made it a completely different match, and the Jamaicans did really well to keep it close, but Australia got their tactics spot on in that final, I think.
Yeah, definitely, and they have the resources and the technology to break the Jamaican game down piece by piece, and I think that helped a lot in that final game.
Certainly, and if you know Australia well, you beat them today, you cannot beat them tomorrow. Simple.
I would just love to hear you say that in patois.
All right, let's get back to the game here. Noel again with a beautiful hole inside the circle, but she's been shying away from that. So if she can be consistent with that, they'll be able to score a lot more goals.
Jamaica up by 19, 62-43. Just over 8 minutes to go in the final quarter.
8 minutes to go, and 8 more goals would take them to 70.
And we know the Jamaicans can score quickly. Trinidad and Tobago, though, will look to make it difficult. Simon Gall, her pass is blocked. Looking for Fowler. Oh, what a take. Oh, then it falls out.
Unlucky to not have pulled that one in. It was good hands from Hunter in the midcourt. She's been doing some really nice work defensively there.
She got the call, though. And once again, maybe that was an ill-advised shot. Because Fowler again was open, I think.
Yes, she was. Alison, she's been shooting brilliantly all night, though, and I know with this huge lead, you'd probably encourage her to take that shot. I just want us to sit back for a moment and admire the pace and work rate of C. Mungle in that wing attack for the Calypso girls.
She's been brilliant all week.
Yes, she's been at it the whole time. She barely gets any rest, but they're young. And actually, they're a twin. They're another sister that plays also. They play center wing attack. They were both on the Trinidad under-21 team. Man, when you see both of them, you're not sure who is who. But all you see is two little things just going and going.
So you can imagine the opposition being confused, who is playing where.
They play the same style, have the same build, everything.
Twins.
Cooper is back on, and that was a beautiful entry by her into the circle. She's been worn like a backpack by the Jamaicans all night, and that has made life really, really difficult for her. But there is Green Noel, her trademark intercepts.
Doesn't like to stay out of the game for too long, Shaquanda Green Noel.
She has to make her presence felt.
And why not?
Of course.
Cooper gets that one to go. 6-3, 45-18 is the lead. Centre pass Trinidad and Tobago. Cooper, Simon goes down but gets up quickly and is back to work. Long ball into Noel. Noel with the layup, misses. Fights for it, almost gets it, but not quite. That would have been the most spectacular of the spectacular things we have seen this week.
Amazing, McCarthy. She has been good all night, but the response from Hunter. These Jamaican mid-quarters, they are just electric.
All over the place.
Take a breath if you have to. This is frantic.
And there it was again, OB. Noel in the circle on the back of a turnover. They needed to score that one to eat into the lead, but they lay up again. Strong rebound from Green Noel.
Yeah, rare miss from Janelle Fowler.
I'm concerned though with the goal attack each time. That's Allison. Whenever she catches that ball, her first look is not into the circle to Janelle, and it needs to be because oftentimes the pass is there.
Fowler, Allison. Fowler is calling for it. Should have gotten it a long time again. And now the pass is too much for Fowler to pull in.
And Obi just called that. That was a pass that could have gone into Fowler. Fowler was under the pole one-on-one. She is unstoppable in those contests.
Yeah, that ball should have gone in one time.
I think Connie will take her off.
Yeah, Connie Francis has had enough.
And if you know Connie well, you know what she's thinking. She was probably furious with that pass.
I think I would have done the same.
Yeah, Connie just got up off her bench and said it's time.
Without a doubt, I would have done the same.
And again, it's a tennis match. It's been a tennis match for the last 2 minutes. The ball is going up and down the court.
Are you a tennis fan?
Some days.
Careful how you answer that. Fowler calls for it. Fowler gets it.
Goalkeeper, step forward.
Gets the contact as well. Penalty pass coming up for the Sunshine Girls captain. And she produces a goal. 45-65. Jamaica up by 24 and a half minutes to go, just over.
Yes.
Cooper for Noel.
Unstoppable one-on-one is Afisha Noel, but she's not using her advantage much in this game.
46-65. The Jamaicans up by 19.
Green Noel.
Shaquanda Green Noel again.
She's been fantastic at the goal defense. And the goalkeeper, she's been working. Whenever she comes in the midcourt, it takes Jamaica a little while to get that ball in because she puts a lot of pressure on the outside, which is really what you want.
Fowler with a big one.
And that's Fowler settling the nerve of the team, realizing that the game is getting a bit erratic. And she just settles the game. And then she's off.
Janelle Fowler exits in a big way.
And Crystal Plummer has entered the chat, back on court, and again with the intercept.
Pinckney and Jonas now on in the shooting circle for the Jamaicans.
Johnny leads the game with 56 goals from 60 attempts.
That's huge. That's huge.
Massive. So we have gone now with a rotating circle. We need 4 goals in 3 minutes to get to 70.
The Jamaicans have gotten to 70 in every other match this tournament, and at the end of the third quarter looked as if they were on course to getting there in this one as well, but the Trinidadians fighting.
With 3 minutes to go, it's definitely doable, but I'm sure Greenaway will have something to say about that.
Real battle going on. The Trinidadians are not giving up for a second. They are fighting every step of the way. Oh, that's kept in, you know. That's brilliant. From
outside the goal circle. Not your goalkeeper, wing defense.
Amazing work there from Jonas to keep that one alive.
Green Noel.
You did tell me. You called it.
I told you she would have.
Greenaway will have something to do with Jamaica not making
Ricardo, I think the Devanos ice cream that she had the other day.
I'm going to ask her about that at the end of this match.
We need to, because something has sparked her up this game.
She has been magnificent as a captain.
Yeah, all week.
And I'm now sounding like a broken record. Another ball that should have been converted is now heading back down to Jamaica.
Not a lot of conversions in the last few minutes. Both teams finding it difficult to score. Fowler is not there for the Jamaicans to just comfortably lob the ball in. And with a minute and a half to go, the Jamaicans might fail to get to 70 for the first time this tournament, which in itself would be a win and a testament to how hard fought this game has been and how the Trinidadians have really done well.
Bibs are flying like confetti on the bench of the Calypso girls. With a minute and a half to go, I think the coach is just giving everyone a chance now to go out there and just get a feel of the game.
The Jamaicans struggling to get the ball into the circle.
Big shot from Kelsey over the long arms of McCarthy. Well done, Kelsey Jonas.
Yes, that was a tough shot. She shot it with confidence.
Centre pass Jamaica. Maybe there is still time. What a match. What a catch. What a catch.
Clawed in by Amanda Pinckney. That's a signature catch from her.
She was almost going the wrong way, had overrun the ball and somehow was able to pull it in.
Yes.
Noel shoots, Noel scores. Trinidad and Tobago up to 47. Centre pass Jamaica. They will want to move this ball quickly. If they are to get to 70, they have to score here. Trinidad making it difficult to get it into the circle. They do. The shot misses. Noel with the rebound. One back by the Sunshine Girls.
Plummer cleaning up. Beautiful vision, but not enough pace on that pass. Green Noel spoiling the party again.
Final shot of the match. Jamaica with the conversion. The Sunshine Girls. Perfect in Kingston.
The crowd is going wild.
Calypso playing second fiddle to reggae tonight. 69-47 the final score. A 22-goal victory for Connie Francis's girls. And everyone wants a shot. Everyone wants a picture. Everyone wants a look. What a match. What a way to finish this tournament. Enthralling.
Definitely was a good end to a long week, an amazing tournament. These Caribbean teams really brought it, and Jamaica and Trinidad ended with a bang. The Calypso girls, they will be celebrating, even though they lost this game, but there are a lot of gains. They got a lot of gains, and they kept the Jamaicans to their lowest score this tournament.
Yes, and they have nothing to be disappointed about. I think they did an awesome job competing from the start all the way to the end.
Yeah, they certainly did. Started with Afisha Noel and Joelisa Cooper in the shooting circle. Afisha Noel started a little bit shakily, missed a couple of shots early, and she never really seemed comfortable throughout the course of the match. Janelle Fowler shooting brilliantly for Jamaica, 56 from 60 for the contest. The Jamaicans leading 21-11 at the end of the first quarter, 38-23 at halftime, 57-39 at three-quarter time, and closing out with a 69-47 victory.
Yes, definitely. It was a great game from the Jamaicans. Alison, she had a great game as well. In that goal attack, she was pulled in the second quarter by Francis, but she was brought back because the Jamaicans were having difficulty scoring. But it's such a luxury when you have like Fowler under the post that will shoot the easy ones, and then Alison taking the long shots.
Well, the truth is Jamaica was never in any danger. It's just how you play the game to win the game. But again, like I said, kudos to Trinidad. They played well. They could take some, they really did.
And we're seeing a lot of goals on this highlights package, but Mishka Creary in the defense for Jamaica tonight.
She was amazing. Her ability to hunt the ball outside of the circle was next to none tonight. She came out for a lot of balls, and I mean, she was unable to match Noel inside of the circle one-on-one. So that's what you need to do. Get off the body, get out of the circle, go hunt intercepts, and that's what saved the Jamaicans tonight. Each time they lost the ball in attack, somebody down in that defensive end was able to turn it.
Final statistics: 1 footwork call in the contest against the Jamaicans, 30 contacts, Trinidad and Tobago 27, Jamaica obstructions 8 apiece, turnovers 25 Trinidad and Tobago, 17 Jamaica, 15 interceptions for the match, 10 of them going the way of Jamaica, 5 Trinidad and Tobago, and no offside calls in the contest. Jamaica, the Sunshine Girls beating Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypso Girls 69-47. Mariah Ramarak is with Janelle Fowler.
Yes, Ricardo, I'm standing with the captain of a lifetime, Janelle Fowler. Janelle, congratulations. Your ladies were amazing, and of course the fans were even better.
Yeah, I have to give it up to our fans tonight. They came out and they were awesome. The crowd was electrifying, but kudos to my girls for going out there and playing really hard as well.
Yeah, Coach Connie Francis had said to me one of the most important aspects of these qualifiers would be for her to spot her youngsters and of course get the reserves that you need when you get ready for the World Cup. Did you find what you were looking for?
Definitely. I reckon she saw what she was looking for out there, and I hope that the girls felt pleased with the performance they put on throughout the tournament.
I heard a lot of pot covers. I saw the fans. You couldn't miss them at all. Anything you want to say to them? A lot of love for you and your team here in Jamaica.
Super happy to be playing in front of my home country for since the longest while. But yeah, I want us to tell them thank you for coming out, thank you for supporting us, and just keep supporting us because we'll continue to make you proud.
Thanks, Janelle. I know you're tired. You can go enjoy with your team. Janelle Fowler there, the captain of Jamaica. I'm going to be joined by Shaquanda Green-Noel. She's the captain of Trinidad and Tobago. Shaquanda, you played your hearts out tonight, you and the Trinidad and Tobago team. Just talk to me about the performance.
Very proud of the work that the girls put out on court today. We know it's a battle going up against the number 3 team in the world, and we said to ourselves, this is the start of our World Cup campaign, and I think that you learn more from a loss than from a win. So lots of lessons to take away from on court tonight. Very good things happening, some scrappy stuff to learn from, but what better way to start our World Cup journey.
Are you excited for the World Cup? It's just a couple months away, and Trinidad will be flying the red, white and black very high.
Very excited about what is to come from this team. We got most of our players out on court tonight, and it's exciting to see what the young girls have to offer. It's just to go back to the drawing board, clean up a few things and come back really hard for those teams.
Shaquanda, thank you so much. You're a favorite now in Jamaica, so we're looking forward to see you at the World Cup.
Thank you so much.
Shaquanda Green-Noel there, the captain of the Calypso Girls. It's now time time to go to Ricardo Chambers where he'll wrap up, and we have a lot more coming for you because remember, it's the closing ceremony. It's a big deal. Ricardo?
All right, thank you very much, Mariah Ramarat. We can also give you confirmation that Barbados have clinched the 3rd spot from the Americas region after beating Antigua and Barbuda 68-29 in their final match, and so Barbados joining Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago as the 3 teams that will represent the Americas at the World Cup in late July, early August of 2023, set for Cape Town in South Africa. I still have with me Oberon Peterson, Natty and Kurt Dale. And ladies and gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about the tournament on a whole. Started on Sunday, ending on Saturday. Let me start with you, Dale. What have you made of the overall performances, and what are your main takeaways from this tournament?
Well, from a Jamaican perspective, this young team is looking really solid, and I expect a lot of them to push for World Cup places. But on a general scale, I was a bit disappointed at the fitness level from most of the teams. I know it's hard in the Caribbean to juggle both work and training, but I mean the fitness level at times was really low, and also I didn't see a lot of youngsters coming through in some of the teams. We really need to bring youngsters through to ensure that we keep that vibe and energy in the team.
Yeah, Oberon, your main takeaways from this tournament?
Oh, it's just how much the teams, the various teams has improved from the opening day. And in truth and in fact, the opening day did look a bit scrappy, and I'm thinking, boy, do I have to sit through this for the next, 5-6 days. But we have seen some excited match, we have seen some competitive match, and it goes to show how much, and I keep stressing, how much we need to have this tournament, because this was the tournament that built most of the Caribbean